current episode of the You Want It
You got it.
podcast.
Yeah.
Always Mr. Attitude.
And I am Wade Garrett.
Hell yeah, dude. How you doing over there, Wade?
Good, good. Yeah, that was one of my aliases from back in the Blacklist Royals days. And if you get the reference Wade Garrett, you're fucking awesome because it's from a movie that we've mentioned on this podcast a handful of times. It's Sam Elliott's character in the movie Roadhouse.
Who's Sam Elliott? The only the most attractive man there is that all women want to fall head over heels for.
And that's why I used his name, Wade Garrett. Yeah. So
listen, look at you over there. Look
yeah.
No, my mom was like, I loved him, but I'm fuck. He is a good looking dude, If I get that old, I want to look like him,
Right. And he was a stranger in Big Lebowski. So I like your look, dude.
I think like, did you watch The Ranch?
No.
Netflix? Oh, well, on Netflix they got The Ranch on there, and it's a series with him. He's like the main dude in the series.
Okay,
Him and Ashton Kutcher.
He plays like the dad or something like that, right? Yeah.
I just could listen to him talk all day. He could fucking read me a fucking, I don't know, anything. Whatever. Anyway,
read me a story, Sam.
so tonight we have Ben from Lifted Riffs.
Nice. Yeah.
Very cool. We tried to work this out with around the same time last year. Just didn't work out, but now here we are now doing it today. I was telling you this earlier about the band. Kind of gives me like a 90s, like 20 something vibe, like stuff that we would have listened to during that era. Just like I listened to the lyrics, and matter of fact, I wrote the lyric. I didn't write the lyrics down, but I have most of them, and the lyrics are just like it's just good stuff, man. Like,
Oh yeah, for sure.
I would have thought it would have been something I would have heard on like Not Another Teen Movie, even though it came out late in the 90s. But like
Thunder 94. Our next song by Lifted Riffs. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. When they were still making soundtracks to movies, and you could actually go out and buy the soundtrack. And before streaming took over.
Yeah. And now it might be on streaming, but it's not, or it might be on CD, but not on vinyl, right, Eric?
Right. Yeah. Fucking
you're looking for that Beautiful Girls.
Beautiful Girls. Yeah. Come on, Record Store Day. Even though, I mean, every day should be Record Store Day, but yeah. Maybe it'll be a Record Store Day release in 2027. Or they have like fucking 5 now, it seems, because it's become so fucking commercialized.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, you know what next week is, right?
Record Store Day.
No. Yeah, you got it. You were close, but a week from today, is Rex Manning Day.
Oh, that's right. Say no more, more.
I wish we had an episode that day, but we have
no joke, man.
We have an episode the day after.
Well, that's all right. Maybe we'll do a special pop in for a brief Rex Manning live episode, and just maybe invite whomever has been a guest on the You Want It, You Got It podcast, and see if they'll want to celebrate Rex Manning with us for 30 minutes or however long we decide to do it. So
I do believe I do know some Rex Manning fans. We've talked about this with them.
Yeah.
We have to get together and figure out who and see.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I've got it in my phone. It'll alert me that, hey, today is, yesterday was your niece's birthday, but today is Rex Manning Day. So I've got all of the important dates saved in my in my phone. And before we go any further, hey, let's make sure all of our listeners out there are liking, subscribing, following, sharing all of these awesome and amazing clips that we have here on the You Want It, You Got It podcast, because without you, our followers, we would just be two dudes talking into a computer screen. And when we're not texting each other and saying, hey man, you should check out this band. So Remember, like, subscribe, follow, share.
And
Let's make this happen.
I also want to say thank you to all the new followers out there from Instagram, on YouTube. And thanks for all the comments. Hope you guys are liking what you're seeing. It's cool to be interactive with you guys and having you guys talk to us, let us know what's up. Um, and yeah, maybe we will be back next week on Rex Manny Day, and maybe we'll do it live. Who knows?
Say no more, money more.
Well,
Yeah. Yeah.
Eric, I'm ready for
With
this podcast today.
yeah, dude, without further ado. Ha ha, I said it.
Yeah.
Ha
Yeah.
ha.
Well, who is it then?
We have Ben from Lifted Riffs.
I hope they didn't lift any of yours.
I mean, all of mine were lifted from fucking face to face, so it's cool.
All right. Well, here's Ben.
Dig it.
Sucker. Whoa. Hey, Eric.
And we're back.
Who is that?
Who is that? Russ, who do we have on the show?
Oh, wait. That's Ben from Lifted Riffs. What's up, Ben?
How's it going? Thank you all for having me on.
Yeah. Welcome to the episode, my friend. And yeah, greetings from Buffalo, New York. And Russ is in Clarks, Vegas, Tennessee.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And you're down in Florida?
Yeah, Gainesville, Florida.
Ah, Gainesville, Rock City. Oh,
yeah,
man.
We got
Jeez.
Tom Petty and Less Than Jake.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and don't forget you're against me and hot water music. So
there's got to be some amazing. I learned a couple more things. I thought it was like, I don't know if it was, I guess Steven Stills, but there was a couple more that were from Gainesville too, and I try and like lock them in. I know Don Felder's from around here too. Even Maya Rudolph. I think she might be more Jacksonville, but she might be Gainesville.
Yeah.
She did like Big Mouth. Obviously, she's in a bunch of movies as well. But
oh yeah.
From voice acting to actual acting, it's cool. You never really, and like Tim McGraw's from like Jacksonville and stuff. So it's like all those like undercuts. You got like the Limp Bizkits and stuff, or the bands like Less Than Jake that are big.
Yeah, for sure.
It's cool to know everyone that's from there, and like some of the deeper cuts, the punk bands, the hardcore bands. I'm starting to learn more. I'm trying to.
Right on. Were you at the giving of the key to the city for Less Than Jake the other day?
So awesome. I was messaging Harley Rocks from Rocket 100.5, but I had a show that night, so I was not able to make it. I really wanted to. That was the plan, but I was able to see from like First Magnitude Brewing's kind of side of things that it just a full house for all.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
It's so cool. And Roger produced our last 3, I believe, singles. I'm hoping to go back soon, but dude, he's an incredible just person, human being. They all are. It's so cool.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So you've recorded at it's called Mode House, right? Yeah.
Mode House Studios or the Mode House. I'm not sure what he likes to go by.
Yeah. Now, how did you hook up with Raj on the whole recording there?
I know I tell this, but I was just selling Facebook pedals on Facebook Marketplace, just trying to like survive, get by, but still keep like the dream and stuff going. And there's just a $20 pedal that he happened to hit me up and say, hey, like I'd like to buy this. And I'm like the verified page reaching out and stuff. So I'm like, okay. And it's just a little like, it's like the littlest thing in the world turned into like the biggest opportunity in like a Publix parking lot.
Nice.
And I don't even like that Publix, dude. I really don't. It's like right by the college right there. So it's like, it's a mess.
Yeah.
But it was simple.
Right on. That's fucking rad, dude. Yeah. It seems like every year I go to Fest, Gainesville gets bigger and bigger and more crowded. And I'm like, where did all this fucking traffic come from, man? Yeah.
It's nonstop. And honestly, it is different from Jacksonville in that way where it's like, it's very compact, but everything leads to the same like center, like everything just spider webs. And it's just
for sure.
Really cool.
Right on.
You said that you worked with Roger on 3 of those 4 singles.
Yes.
I was listening to, so Hey came out like, did it come out in 94 or the beginning of 95?
As far as the year the song came out?
Yeah.
It was 2024.
Okay.
Yeah, like 2024 with EWM Studios in Jacksonville. And then I believe the rest of them, well, we had 2 come out in 2025, and then Green came out beginning of this year in January. So I think since 24, I want to say it was like July of 2024 when we released it. I think it was. It's like July 21st or something like that.
I was listening to the 4 songs over and over today, and I was listening to the lyrics, and I noticed in Hey, and I remember watching the video last year, and then I watched it again today, and I remember in the video, and there's the lyrics that says she likes my hair, but then in Green, she does not like your hair.
Yeah.
Is this the same girl, or is this a different girl in this story?
For that, it wasn't. It just happened to line up, which is a really cool thing. Hey was kind of like, I think Hey came after Green, technically. Green was like the first song that I had written ever. It was kind of like the first little jingle that I could ever come up with. And like, it kind of sent me on this path of like trying to write more stuff. And instead of overcomplicating it, I just started with like a story, and then Hey just happened. And it was just like a conversation, you know, hey, how's it going? Nice to meet you, you know, and then it just went from there. And it was like, I had the beginning and the end almost of like whatever I wanted it to be. So I could just kind of fill the gaps with, or I could, you know, Real Big Fish has the another FU song. So it's like, I can go that direction, but they just happen to complement each other. And then Clean happened to complement Green in those lines that are in that song. And it just like, they all maybe symbiotic. They all just work off each other. And I'm trying to keep that going. I feel like it's authentic, and I don't really know where it came from, but it's there's pieces of it here and there in the new stuff, and it just kind of happened.
Well, is Weezer an influence on you?
Oh yeah. I'd say Weezer, Green Day, Blink, and maybe like Gob. I mean, for like the inspiration. Good Charlotte, New Found Glory as well. They're awesome, but that's kind of like the main gist of like I think inspirations for the album, really.
Well, the reason why I ask is because I feel like there's like a little like homage at the beginning of Green.
Yeah.
That kind of, it sounds like No One Else.
No One Else off the Blue album. Yeah. It was also kind of like Give Up the Grudge off of Foot and Mouth Disease from Gob. It was kind of like the best of both worlds, but Roger kind of helped and popped that through and was like, you know, what if we changed the intro of the song and we tried something like this? And then that just blossomed from it. And it was like, once I kind of realized it paid that homage, Tom from Plain White Tees, he had reached out and was like, oh, I love like the Weezer tees. And I was like, you're right. I was like, it really does kind of resemble it. And then it's just like completely different directions. Totally. He just kind of stays in this like, and it's just an amazing, like kind of poppy feel. And with Roger kind of influencing, I guess, maybe the ska background, it was just this new, just beautiful thing. And it was even better than what I had done with Green before. I mean, my idea was, it was the foundation, you know, it's good, but I feel like getting it to him just made this like, what if we did this or this or this or this? And it was just so many ideas. And then we just compressed it and bam, it was just like, it was just magic. Each one, they got its own little thing to it. So it's awesome.
Yeah, it's like that's the cool part about working with people that you don't work with on a daily basis, because
yeah,
a different insight of what you got, like different. You see your song differently because they're looking at it now, like, oh, have you tried this? And you're like,
yeah,
oh, not thought about that. Let's try this, and then you're like, holy shit, it works. You know, it's just like it's cool. I like when stories like that happen, like when someone's like, try this, or try that. You know, it's like,
yeah, it really just happened, and I feel like each song has its own little like taste of it. He did some of the backing vocals in it as well, which is just so cool. Like some of the I guess group vocals, he got to come on there as well, which is just so cool. It's an honor, man. I'm stoked to hopefully go back, and we've got some really good ideas, and I think we got a couple covers we're going to start kicking out, maybe do like a little cover EP, which is I'm just as excited about that because I love to pay homage to everyone that inspired us.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I if people that listen, I'm a sucker for good covers, and
Yeah.
so I back this cover idea. So
I've got the name. I've got some of the songs picked out. Dude, I'm ready to shoot that thing, man. I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be. Yeah, we have our album, but to know how we got there and to know why is just, I feel like a filling. I have to do it. It's gotta.
yeah,
I can't commentate around the album. I could, but like, I just like. It's like stop it as it's playing and be like, all right, did you hear that? That was this, and then play it again. But it was like I can kind of do that by saying, hey, we'll pay homage to these songs or these bands or artists, and people will get the gist. And then we open doors that people might not have known that was their song. We know we want to have a deeper cut on it, but we also kind of want to be our favorite artist's favorite artist. So there's like a responsibility behind that too, which is tough, but I think it's gonna be worth it.
I like when a band does do their own, like, one, if they don't do a popular song and they do like a deep cut, but two, when they put their own flavor in it too, because
Yes.
to me that's a great cover. It's throw your own little twist in it, because I can listen to that song already. Uh, it's it was our
I feel that way too.
band that jammed we had on the podcast from Canada. They're called Teeth Out,
Okay.
and they did a Mazzy Star cover of Fade Into You, right? Well, when I first heard it, I didn't even put the two and two together at the time, and then I was like going through their band camp and looking at the lyrics on some of their songs just to get ready, and I noticed, I was like, wait a second, that says Hope Sandoval.
Oh,
I was like, holy shit, this is the Mazzy Star. So then I went back and listened to the lyrics closely. I'm like, would never have known it was their song, that it was a cover song. And then they redid it earlier this year with the female additional vocals onto the track, and it's dope. I'll send you a link to it, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah, they definitely fucking killed it for sure.
Cool.
And
And
then
then both ways.
band did that song too, like last month, called they're on Sell the Heart Records, Middle Aged Queers. They covered Fade Into You too, and it's a whole different take on the song. It's like punky and funky, and I don't fucking know. It's great. So, but anyway, go ahead. Sorry, Ben, I didn't mean to keep cutting you off.
No, you're good. That was awesome. I'm glad to hear that people are doing covers, but also like doing them their own way. That's the goal. And I think that nailing it front to back would be very cool, but knowing that there is a little bit of you in each thing I think makes it authentic.
You guys have seen that Green Day comp that's going around right now, that's going to be coming out later this year, and I don't even want to listen to the songs that they're being posted from these bands until I get the full fucking thing in front of me, because I want to enjoy it.
Front to back.
And tomorrow at 7:00 Eastern time, they're announcing the bands for Volume 3.
Oh Jesus!
It's only going to be on CD. So they did Volume 1 and 2 on vinyl. Volume 3 is on CD. And if I think I heard correctly, they're going to do a cassette version 2.
Oh, cool.
I don't know if it's going to be version 3 on cassette but yeah, it's kind of cool. I mean, there's so much Green Day to go around.
Yeah.
What if you covered a Green Day song, what would it be?
Oh man, right off the top, Waiting or Stewart in the Ave popped in my head, and both of those have their own kind of thing to them, so it's really tough. But I do also just like how straightforward Basket Case can be, and it just gets the point just right across to it too. So it's kind of hard to like, I could tuck into one, I could go off of one of the beginning albums or go for like a mainstream thing, but they're kind of doing that as well, which is really cool. I think Waiting would be a good one. I like that. Jesus of Suburbia, that's obviously amazing. And maybe What's Her Name. I would think that would be the sneaky one that we could slide in to make it a little more pop punk. I don't know how, but maybe we can slide something in there, or a pinch of ska. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be great. I mean, there's at least 4 ska bands I know for a fact that are on that compilation, and I know one of them added some ska to it, so that's pretty good. That's pretty cool. So
Yeah,
it's
I
be
think
interesting
Joker's Republic.
to see. Yeah. Eric, what would you cover?
Why do you want him off of? That's off of 39 Smooth, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, and that's my favorite fucking Green Day record. I mean, a huge like Green Day fan. Yeah, I think like 39 Smooth favorite, and then probably Warning is number 2, because that album so fucking good.
It is.
I mean,
it's a great album, and people that like Green Day are like, yeah, but I think it was a slept on record in my opinion. But
yeah, for sure. I mean, it was kind of like, I compare when Rancid put out Life Won't Wait. It kind of had, you could definitely hear some, not I get like this band really grew up when they wrote this record. I don't want to sound like that, but you could hear a lot, like when Rancid recorded Life Won't Wait. They were going in a different, they weren't going in a different direction, but they were branching out. And I kind of felt the same thing about when Green Day recorded Warning. Yeah, it was just like, holy shit, this band is, has grown up or whatever, it's like and it's kind of like, like what the Clash did, it's like, it's like, it can't all be, London Calling. So,
no.
It could be. No.
Yeah, but it would be boring and shit. So,
I was just looking real quick, and it's like, so from February 1st of 1994, when Dookie came out, they released 1, 2, 3 more albums, a total of 3 albums in 3 years.
Yeah,
that's insane, because they released Insomniac in 95, October 10th of 95, Nimrod October 14th of 97. I'm like, wow, that's a lot of work. That's like, I guess that's like Rancid, Out Come the Wolves, and Let's Go.
Yeah,
those 2 were recorded like and released within 13 months.
Wow. Yeah,
while touring on Let's Go.
Yeah.
Wow.
And there's like 30 songs on fucking Let's Go or something crazy like that. It's like,
oh man, that's just dedication or passion for what you do.
For sure.
And
for sure.
They were locked in, and a lot of them still kind of are, and they deserve to be back in that spotlight, and they're getting it again. And it's so incredible.
It's wild to see bands that are still going strong, like Descendants, after doing it for 40 fucking plus years, and they're still, when you're watching them on stage, you're just like, there's some young kids up there running around, but it's just like they sound great. It sound Bill, watching Bill back there, and I'm just like, how is he still fucking going that crazy?
Right?
Just like,
yeah.
And then when he's done, he's like joking around, and then he's just back to doing it again. And I'm like, dude, you're like 64 years old or 63 years old, and
it's like, they're not musicians, they're technicians. It's just like masters of craft. Fucking the bass master general himself, Carl Alvarez, just back there, fucking playing that bass and playing with his fingers. It's just fucking stupid. It's like Steve Harris and Iron Maiden, man. It's like 2 quintessential bass players right there, Carl and fucking Steve, 100%.
I did see today on your Instagram page, and it's pretty cool. You had posted a story, and it was of Dropkick, and it's like, it said, some of you need more Dropkick in your Murphy, so y'all quit being such fucking boosters. And then what happens?
They shared it. Yeah, that was wild.
That's pretty cool, man.
They shared it on their story. I hope just it brings some awareness, man. Clearly people see it. Clearly people want it. Clearly there's millions. So it's like, it gives me hope too. And I got the question yesterday, is is it going to change the direction of the rest of the album, or like the songs, or the lyrics and songs? And I almost want to just pinch it in there. You know, I feel like it deserves to kind of be talked about. It deserves to be kind of like, at least plant the seeds for this one, and then the second album really just rise and take a stand for something. You know, if you don't, you can stand for something, fall for anything. Mine, I'm picking my side. You know, it's like I really care. I care about the opportunity to even play music and bring that joy to people, whatever that is, joy, nostalgia. You know, like I'm, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying actually knowing what it feels like to be just myself, and it's really cool that they're doing that. And I'm learning more and more each day about other people who have already, and they're still doing it. You know, it's like just like the Green Day stuff. Like it's once again just it's so inspiring, and I hope it inspires even more people. And I hope somehow we can kind of like start to connect the dots and bring more people together to say, hey, it's local and it's worldwide. You know, like that's important. You can't. It's not a drop in the ocean anymore. Like there's an ocean, and it's really like changing people's lives, fixing people's lives, and I believe in that.
Oh yeah. I you said nostalgia, and I one thing about your sound is definitely that. I told Eric this
Thank you.
today. I said, man, first off, the lyrics remind me of shit from the '90s when we were listening to skate punk, you know.
Yeah.
And I was like, it reminds me of like some 20 something, you know, the lyrics and I could see them in like Reality Bites and like movies like that, or you know, even Empire Records. Since we were talking, me and Eric were talking about Rex Manning Day, which is next week,
Cool.
April 8th. So, but I really hear that like your sound, man. That's what it reminds me of. It's like nostalgia is great, and that style of music is great and fun, and it's cool to see it still going strong. You know,
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that means the world. And the fact that
see
we
behind
kind
you,
of
a lot of
still
it.
can keep going, it's just awesome. And Green is just, I think it's by far my favorite, but each one has its own thing. Even the new songs, we've got some new ones, and I'm very excited. They just keep getting better, and they make more sense as we kind of take the time with them, and I take the time to really work on them and make sure that it is saying what not just needs to be said. You know, it is nostalgia too. Whether we can like bring back the joy of like Tony Hawk, it's in skate, like just anything skate wise, like or surf wise, or punk, whatever people call
Yeah,
it, anything
Yeah.
anymore. It's just joy. We all really enjoy music. It brings us together, and I think that to
food.
be in like to be in a movie too. Oh man, that's the dream right there. We've got some stuff we're working on this year, and that's the bigger kind of pictures is to really get it out there and to or like a theme song, you know, like a Phineas and Ferb theme song, a Scooby Doo thing. Yeah, Simple Plan
Yeah,
and Going for Soup. I know you mentioned Canadian bands earlier, but Simple Plan, Gob, dude, there's just so many just great bands in general. Slack and Idol's another one that's in Canada, young but just so hungry, and it's so cool to see. It makes me
yeah,
work even harder at my stuff. I hope it shows.
bro. The Canadian fucking punk rock scene, you know, is holy shit. Like, it's like we've talked to probably a good amount in the last year, and it's insane how much is up there, and there's still more up there. It's like they got
Yeah.
a great sound up there. I don't know if you've heard of like, you know, Trash Ambulance or uh, Broken Yokes. You know, these are some great bands to check out. I'll send you a nice little
Yeah.
list, or just
Oh,
go to high end denim radio, or I'm sorry, high end denim records.com,
okay.
and that whole roster is phenomenal.
Nice. Okay.
Great.
That makes it easy too to just go. I love discography, so I'll go through and figure out what, where was their kind of like sound coming from. I even love watching interviews about them talking like that. You know,
Yeah.
it's really cool to just know why and what they do, but there is a lot of great bands. And
Oh,
Canadian, I mean, even there's some bands in the band in Malaysia we were talking to, and honestly, like they're even really good. So it's like,
wait, you said Malaysia?
yeah, I was trying to.
What was
I'm
their
trying to
name?
remember. I'm trying to remember their name. I might have to
Did they
go.
have a was it 80, was it 83 something, or did they have a number in it?
I want to say I was talking to, I think the lead, it was a female. So it
Oh,
was just a
okay.
really,
Yeah.
it's just punk and more pop punk stuff. And it was just,
Yeah.
but
It's everywhere.
they were working harder on their stuff because they liked Hey. And I'm like, man, like out of all the songs, like I'm not saying that's like my least favorite song, but it's the song I think I make fun of myself the most of. But maybe that's how you know you're like getting to a point where you're just okay with everything and you can really understand that none of this has to be taken serious anymore. Everything's just fun, joy. You write the songs, you relate with people. And I think that that's super important. I didn't know that that was possible before it. I did, you know, like obviously like the Linkin Park, the Chili Peppers, the Jimi Hendrix, the Bee Gees, the Def Leppard stuff, man, all day, all of it. But I I didn't go into writing and making the songs thinking that that was my goal. It wasn't. It was just trying to get it out of my head and get it onto paper. Luckily, that turned into guitar, and then it like slowly moved forward. But the fact it's resonating with people and it's, yeah, like you said, nostalgia, dude. That meant the world. That was awesome. Like, I love that. That's how people are scoping us.
I you said, what did you hold on? What did I hear there? It was the writing and stuff. It's like, and having and having fun. Like if you're not having fun doing it, then why are you doing it? And two, another I like one, if you're not having fun, why are we doing it? And two, your lyrics, you write them and that song goes out there and it means so much to you. And then somebody else hears that song and they might make that a whole new meaning to them. And you just change them from that song. It's just like music is a powerful, powerful, powerful thing. Um, and everybody needs a little music in their life. Sometimes when I hear people say that they don't listen to music or they don't really, listen, they listen, but not often. I'm like, man, I couldn't go a day without listening to
No
music.
joke, man. It's a great escape. Yeah, yeah. It's a great escape. So just put on a tune and just fucking escape for 4.5 minutes or however long the song is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
a
an
time machine.
Do it.
Music is a time machine.
Yes.
And I wrote that.
What song?
That one time. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't ever listen to the lyrics. All I ever hear is, oh
yeah, yeah.
It's our intro.
Yeah.
That catchy lead.
Yeah.
I'll send you the links. So I'll send you the link to his band.
Yeah, I'd love to. I love
he got a lot of cool stuff out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you guys ever get the chance, try to get up to Canada. It'll be fun, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
What about did you put your submission in this year for Fest?
We didn't do Fest. I had a couple other things planned, and I really wanted to focus on actually writing the album itself. And we're booking like some cover gigs, some original gigs. We're open for Rookie of the Year. We got the spot to open for the Queers, which was so awesome. I mean, that one's rad. I mean, with Joe and everyone, that's incredible. So I kind of had those already coming for like April and May and stuff. So I was like, all right, back half of the year, September, we're trying to get to Italy for Punkadeca to open for MXPX. It's
nice.
It's still just a shot, dude. But I don't know, until it's a for sure no. Even then, I'm still going to talk about it. Like, I'm still going to be like, oh, next year, we'll see you guys there. Like,
yeah,
we'll be
put it out there, man. Put it out there.
Yeah, and that's something that I found this past, like, I'd say month or two. It's been strong. Is like that. You can say manifestation, you can say law of attraction, but it's just being happy and also being vibrant. It's a very vibrant thing when you just talk about the things you actually want. Why bottle all the good stuff in? Let that out, get that out too, so you hear it, so it's not positive affirmations. It doesn't have to be that. It's just, what do you like to do? What would you want to do? Opening for Newfound Glory May 9th at 5 Jacks. Dream come true. And shout out to obviously Chad with Recovering and Jordan, Cyrus, Ian. They're incredible. But that's a shot. It's probably a no. I already got told it was like 99.9% no.
But there's still that 0.1%. You never know.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. And that was kind of how I approached it. Was like, hey, okay, well, I like those odds. That's better than zero. So it's like, and
never tell me the odds.
No, man. Yeah, it's like, oh, shoot. So now it's like you double down, but I had to like breathe to not double down, be like, oh, that 0.1%. Like, oh, we're for sure. No. So it's like there's a part of it that now is like, but it's possible. So it's like now you gear yourself, if you really truly want that. This one's probably not it, but you gear yourself towards that. You write your music kind of for that, and you want to be, like I said earlier, favorite band's favorite band. And I think that's kind of the task, is like really figuring that out. Like I love Good Charlotte. Their self-titled album in 2000 was gold, dude. End of the State with Blink, gold. Like these are just like front to back albums, and like Sticks and Stones, man, there's just so many. And I know you said H2O when you first walked in earlier that you were singing. Like I said earlier, Gob, The World According to Gob, and then Foot and Mouth to Sea is just back to back to back to back. Like it's just so cool. So we really want to have that, and whatever the goal is, really dig deep and prove that we care enough about it. And I think that comes with a lot of, you can call it research and development. It's fucking hard.
Well,
but,
yeah.
But it's worth it. And if that's really what your goal is, and you want to be like them, don't take advice from anyone you don't want to be like. Be like them. Do the thing. Do the fucking thing. Or don't, and go home. It's like, you got to pick one. At the end of the day, I'm not fucking going home. I want stuff like that. That's the goal, man. And they're rocking with like Hot Rod Circuit, which is just so cool to see the combination there. It's probably going to be a 2-piece show, but it's something I'm still going to go to. So,
oh yeah,
it's just to see all of them and any of those bands would just be a dream come true.
Have you submitted your music to Mike's podcast to try to get it on there to have him listen, to give a shout out?
I haven't yet, but I think that it would be worth it too.
Oh yeah.
So I'd be very interested in it, just to try and like keep going in those regards for anybody like that or in that field to hear it. Because once one does, word gets out pretty fast. It's like, and how you're feeling about the songs, that gives me even more hope, because it's like, damn, something's sticking. And like, you want that. You want the punch and you want the stick. You don't have it. And but you have to be on that all the time. You have to make your album that whole thing. That's the concept. So it's like people who actually dedicated and took the time to really focus on that and make sure that they gave every ounce to their fans. It's the goal. It's a dream, dude.
It's the power of the internet is it's there, because I mean, look at Paradox. Look at Paradox. What a year ago, Paradox was this band on Instagram posting these videos, and I would see these videos of them sitting in front of the barbershop or the gas station just over and over. And then the singer, he hits up Green Day, like, hey, because Billy messaged them, and he messaged Billy back asking for the tabs of Basket Case. And then they just start talking, and then Green Day, Rancid, and Smashing Pumpkins were coming to Atlanta, and they're like, hey, can we get on the show? And he's like, yeah. And they got him on the show. I'm like, what the fuck, And now look at them. They were the most played artist last year.
Yep.
That's crazy. Just
so cool.
Four dudes from Atlanta, man. That's so crazy.
Wow.
Dude, PC3, Ray, Zealand, Eric. And Eric being, I think, and two of them are signed with 1919 guitars and stuff. So they're just punch in different directions. Over 1 million followers. They did My Own Worst Enemy in the corner of the bedroom, and got almost made a meme of by a bunch of people just commenting. And some of it was, some racist stuff in there, but they took that and they kept going and they ran with it and they stayed consistent, and that changed everything. They owned it at that point. And then they had those couple songs that they had out, and then it just went from that to, okay, we've got like 2 more punches. And those 2 punches afterwards were in the scope of Travis Barker and then Green Day.
Bro, how?
Yeah.
It's like,
damn.
like I said, they were even
Bam.
it wasn't even a year. It's like they went from hey, can you hook us up with some free tickets to see you guys? And then he's like, how about y'all just open the show? And then fucking Travis Barker on your track playing drums. You're like, and then even in the video, what the fuck?
He's in the video. That's amazing. And I know we're trying to shoot
Congrats
for
to them.
We're
Congrats.
trying to 100% always congrats to them. They've paved a way that's opened the doors for millions of people to understand that it's possible in a different way, in a different time, in this time. And it's like, it's not like it was like even records not being much of a thing. Like, yes, they came back and they hit like, I think a record high in sales again, but
yeah, since
with
like 1990 or something.
Yeah, it was like, and that's incredible. But we can see now that it's taken this different direction. And I know we've been speaking with like Kevin Griffin of Better Than Ezra because we'd love to have him either in a song or featured in a video too. Jarrett Reddick, Bowling for Soup. Like, we really want to try and get with these people that, once again, if we do like a cover album and really like pull each one and really shoot for it. Even like Local H, I mean, such good, like you said earlier, Weezer, like, yeah, dude, amazing. Fritz Corner, that's one of the deep cuts that I love. People call me one hit wonder, but better than being zero, bud. Fuck
yeah.
It's wild. You know, watch it when I saw them during that album, and I didn't know anything about them except for the song that was on the radio at the floor at the time, and the radio station that was here would do an announcement on Wednesday, and you would have to be in line to get into the show and to see them.
Cool.
Well, I got to see Local H and Better to Ezra together, and I didn't know Local H was just two people.
Yeah,
and I was like, holy fuck, they threw it down.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to, and they had the balls to do it, man. And then with Better Than Ezra too, dude, that's just an awesome band, man. There's so many cuts like the Eve 6, Jet. There's just so many, like, I hope I never forget, because there's some really good songs. Everclear, they're coming to
how can you forget?
Oh man, I want them. They're coming to I think Ponte Vedra Concert Hall, but I'd love to open for them. Even Sponge, like,
oh, you're speaking my language right there. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, man. Hold on.
I'm just gonna be over here,
Sponge,
man.
He said Sponge, and I got goosebumps. Okay,
yeah, see, then that means that I'm on the right path, man. So that's good. Hate to be shaggy.
That Rod and Pinata album is my. If I get stranded on a desert island, that's the album I want with me. Because wow. Okay, I'm done. So
to sell Angelina, is that the second one, or is that just the Wax Ecstatic? Because I know that's like the main song, but dude, that album with the teeth in it, oh fuck, man, that's the bore. It's such a bore song. There's so many little good ones on there, and it's just like between that and then having like Molly, and then to go back and forth between the two, to have the grungy side and the poppy side that doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, dude.
Marcy Playground style stuff too, and it's like all these bands are just incredible, dude. Like I want them all on the surface again, like all these bands.
Well, you know, most of these bands are back up there doing the thing again. You know, it's like, for instance, like, well, is the Everclear show coming to you? Is that what Local H opening? Local H and Sponge. Yeah. See, I'm so mad I couldn't go see that when it came through here. Dude. I saw every time Everclear had come through Nashville after '94, I had seen them like probably 6 or 7 times. Great show. I didn't know Art was sober, and I asked him if he wanted to smoke a joint, and he said no. And then he said, "This next song is out for that guy that asked me if I wanted to get high." And but it was close. You was cool. That was only once. But now, yeah, those are all great, man. All those bands you just listed are fucking phenomenal bands. So you know, you named those bands. Growing up, you know, you said you're 27, so you were going to high school, or high school in the early mid 2000s, right? So what was like the punk record that everybody was rocking back then? Oh, dude, I don't think anybody was. Not that I knew. Like I went to Palaca High School, and
graduated 2016, so going in like 2012, 2013. I guess people, because working out at like Bailey's Health and Fitness, like I still listen to like, I know I have the Meteora poster right here, the Linkin Park one.
That's a
But,
great.
you know, Hybrid Theory, Meteora, that was more kind of where I was because of my brother-in-law, and then like $3 Bill, y'all, just like anything in the Limp Bizkit factory, the Chocolate Starfish stuff, like anything on that regard. I guess I was still there, and then I listened to like Nevermind, you know, or Bleach, you know, In Utero, the stuff like that, like Nirvana. That kind of like helped me work out and stuff and get through high school. But I didn't really understand what music meant back then or the scope of music back then. I wouldn't even lie and say I did. I had no idea.
Yeah.
I would know the radio, I would know the songs that my family and friends would listen to, and none of that was ever like, there was never this passionate thing around it. So it was never like a deep dive. I never got that. Until I exposed myself, it was like I understood, but even then, like in the 2010s era, I can't really name something that I would even listen to now that's like pulling me or pulled me through, besides stuff like that, besides the Linkin Park or Nirvana or Limp Bizkit.
That era too, around that same time of that, like say your high school, it's like new metal or metal wasn't really big, punk wasn't really big, but it was a lot of hip hop. You know, there was a lot of hip hop, a lot of electronic, a lot of dubstep, a lot of and that was, and that didn't last as long. I mean, it's still popular music, and but there wasn't really like the big punk bands at that time. I mean, I think it was like because that was kind of like the fade away of Warped Tour was coming up on its end of its traction, which sucked. But and then I think once COVID hit, it fucking everybody started sprouting out the ground again, and it's great. Yeah. Now you got all this fucking music, man. Someone said, man, we got so much music. We don't have enough music. No. We need all the music. All of it. It's just now it's like you guys are out there fighting fucking left and right trying to get yourself. Because now I feel like you probably have to feel like you have to work harder now and grind more to get yourself to be out ahead of the rest in the back,
Yeah, it's even like, because there's no rules to it. And to shout out the 2010s one more time, I would say Paramore and Newfound Glory. Those were the two. It's like, other than that, maybe Fall Out Boy. So to give some grace to the 2010s.
What about the first Panic at the Disco record?
I do think it was great. I never became a huge fan.
Yeah.
I was Fall Out Boys, like Take This to Your Grave, and then under the Cork Tree album. Even then, I like Take This to Your Grave better in a way. It's both.
What was Sugar on?
The second album, Under the Cork Tree. Yeah. Which, I mean, Dance Dance, and then like a little less 16 Candles, a little more Touch Me. I think that's like that's my, I think, favorite song off that one. But they've got a bunch of songs. I think Nobody Puts Baby in a Corner is on that one as well. But Take This to Your Grave with like just their OG sound is, because you feel the kid, like then they grew up, like you were saying earlier, you hear that growing up, and then you're like, oh, it's not just like even Blink growing up in their albums and stuff, One More Time and all that. But back then it was like Take This to Your Grave was already this kind of mature thing, and that was really cool to see, that you could have the maturity and the fun and the drama, and you could speak about the toxicity, you could speak about everything in it, and the heartbreak and everything just was still mature and like punchy. Like I said, punchy, and it stuck. So to go from that, it's just, those are some incredible bands too. I know I kind of mentioned them for just that 2010 part, but they were doing stuff way before that. But they held the glue to hold it, and then COVID hit, which is just why. That's the only reason I do this, is because of COVID. If it wasn't for COVID hitting, I wouldn't have the time to be like, oh, I could try something new, because I was already just painting and doing art and stuff, and I just picked up the guitar And COVID really just opened the door.
For sure, because that's how a lot of the bands started, was during COVID, because it's a bunch of people not able to work. They're with their messaging their homies like, "Hey man, you want to get together and jam?" And then they're like, "Fuck it, let's do it." We we talked with this guy Lee from his band Hike the Peak out of the UK, and he started working with singers from all over the world, and so all his songs are him. And it was because of COVID where he would reach out and they would start reaching out to other people. And now he's done 30 plus songs with different singers, and he writes the music, and it's pretty cool. And that's all because of COVID, and I think a lot of bands, a lot of people united, and there's a lot of projects like that out there. But like you said, like, you started through COVID, and I think it's a good thing. I think COVID was an interesting time for everyone. You either became a musician or an alcoholic. I became the other. But
I just said 21 too.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Today I was talking to somebody today. They're like, yeah, today, it was like October, what's today's date? April 1st, 2025 or 2005. That's when somebody had to be born to be 21. And I'm like, 2005?
Jeez.
Whoa. Like, whoa. And then I had to call the doctor the other day, and they were like, can you give me your birthday? And I give them my birthday, and then I'm like, holy shit, it's 2026. Man, that was a long time ago when I was born. Like, it was just like the numbers just felt even farther than they were,
Dude,
like,
when we have to like do the roll on the phone to get to your fucking birthday, I feel like I'm doing the fucking showcase showdown on fucking The Price is Right, because it's just like 75 and then 19.
Yeah. But hey, you're only as old as you feel, right?
Yeah. Young till I die.
I say I only feel old for the first 2 minutes in the morning when I'm getting out of bed. Then I'm good.
Yeah.
And
then thanks to modern chemistry, sleep is now optional.
Yes.
It's when you get your first cup of coffee.
I don't think I would be able to get out of a frameless bed ever again. When you were younger, you'd have the frameless bed, just a mattress on the floor, you just fall in. And now I'd have to get a rope and try to pull myself back up.
You got a pulley system. You're like fucking Frankenstein getting out of the fucking thing.
Trying to shush yourself up a little bit at a time.
Yeah.
You lose your grip and it's just right back down.
Head right in the wall.
Yeah.
Because you got to lift yourself up, so you're using energy. So you got to do it slow. You're like, 1, 2. Yeah. Anywho, Ben, do you like to play games?
I was not to be that guy. I've been phasing out of them in a way, but it's just because I've been busy, maybe, with the music stuff. But I do still enjoy them every now and then, video game wise, or like board game, or.
Well, we got a game for you here. You can't get away from this one for music, but I'm sure there's some music in it. This game is called 7 with 7. Eric's going to ask you 7 questions. There is no wrong, no right answer. Just whatever comes to your mind. And then if you want to talk about it, we can. And Eric, take it away.
All right. Tonight's 7 with 7 is brought to you by
What?
Autark Beer, a brewery here in Buffalo, over on the west side at 420 Auburn Avenue. So the next time you are in Buffalo, New York, make sure you stop by the tap room on either a Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. Autark Beer. It's good beer for good people. I just came up with that, so hopefully he uses it. All right.
Gold. He should.
Question number 1. If Lifted Riffs did a jingle for a business, what business would that be?
Oh, man. Okay. I like the Louisville vegan jerky. I was vegetarian for a year and then went fully vegan, but I love their beef jerky in that regard. I'm trying to think of some more like snack, like Daya. It's like a alternative cheese brand and
Oh
stuff
yeah,
like
dude.
that.
Yeah, I'm vegan, so yeah, you're
Oh,
speaking my
dude, I would
language.
shoot for that, and maybe Gardein, just to
Nice.
try and like, just to really just solidify the punch. But anything in those regards, or like I gotta think of one more that's like, I'd love to, like I said earlier, a jingle for like the kind of Scooby Doo type thing, or Phineas and Ferb, like a theme song type thing too. But to bring Stanley Steamer back would be pretty cool too. I mean,
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
that'd be dope. I don't know if
Yeah.
they can, if they hear that one, I'd be willing to do that. Stanley
Well-
Steamer goes punk.
Yeah,
yeah.
What's,
There's a business up here called something brick and mortar, and I
the name?
there's something brick and mortar. I can't think of the fucking like business's name right now, or we'd be giving them a free plug. But I swear, whatever the band is, they were heavily influenced by like Newfound Glory or like this, Story So Far, fucking Simple Plan, something like that. Because living in Tennessee for as long as I did, and I've been up here in Buffalo for going on 2 years now.
Nice.
Tennessee, every fucking jingle you heard was a fucking country song, so like I'm listening to fucking the classic rock radio station up here, and then I hear this brick and mortar, and I mean they've got the fucking breakdown and everything. So yeah.
nice.
Russ, next time it plays on the radio, I'm gonna record it on my phone just so I can find it too.
And that's something even the Paradox could think about too, is like go ahead and do jingles, even for like vans and stuff, because they're all teaming up and doing stuff. Dude, that'd be incredible.
Yeah.
What about if somebody did the Meow Mix cover? All it is just meow 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 meow.
Didn't fucking System of a Down do that?
Then you're like, then you get to the part, then you could get a breakdown, and then it's like meow 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 meow, and then all of a sudden the pit just opens up and it's a bunch of cats.
Yeah. All right. Question number 2. What is Lifted Riff's go-to cover in the set?
Love and Festival Song by Good Charlotte right now.
Nice.
It's that and Good by Better Than Ezra. So both have good, but the two favorite right now, they're just energy wise. I feel like Festival Song and the I got responsibility, like questioning authority, like it really feels like it's starting to hit home, and stuff like that really does start to resonate more here lately. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick that one.
Nice. All right. Question number 3. What TV show would you want Lifted Riffs to be the musical guest on? And it can be any TV show. I mean, remember, Anthrax was on fucking Married with Children. So we're
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, I didn't know that one. No, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh man, I would say I have a soft spot, dude, for Bob's Burgers. That's like my comfort show.
Nice.
So,
oh God, Bob's is so great. Yeah.
I think that'd be the coolest shit ever. So I'm gonna go with H. John Benjamin. I happen to be a Ben as well. I'd love to be in the fucking show. That'd be so
nice. Yeah.
I'll tag him. Send this shit to me. I'll tag him. I'll send it to all. I'm trying to think of anybody else that's on that, man. But just even, oh man, Louise might be my just favorite, dude. The courage behind it, the being the kid, but just not being afraid to just like, you know what? No, fuck that. That's amazing. So I love that. Me and my girlfriend, we can sit and enjoy something together, and that's usually the comfort show.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, we used to have to watch a lot of Bob's Burgers after watching an episode of Breaking Bad, because it would be such a fucking heavy episode. And then we need some sort of fucking cleanse before we go to bed, because I don't want Breaking Bad dreams tonight.
And good dreams, no.
Yeah. So we would have
It's
to
like
watch
The
Bob's
Walking Dead.
Burgers. Yeah.
One thing I like about Bob's Burgers is like it's so like, because I work in a kitchen, so like seeing it
Yeah.
Like everything from the dish machine to the cup racks to the Cisco signage to everything. It's like it makes you really feel like you're in the kitchen. It's like they did a good job on that. Because most part they're just like making shit, put it up. But this is actually like an actual fucking glass rack and all that shit.
Oh yeah, and they really do a great job in it, and it's a cool thing to see how it's very enveloping, and you get lost in it. And I love shows like that.
For sure. All right.
Bought that cookbook.
Oh yeah, dude, that'd be cool. I don't know if there's any vegan stuff in there, but I'd be willing to. I love cooking.
Yeah, you can make it. Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah.
All right. What movie? Question number 4. What movie does the Lifted Riffs quote the most?
Oh, what movie? That's a tough one. Off the top of my head, I'm trying to think of like the movie that I've watched recently, or that would be stuck in there. It's usually just a bunch of like SpongeBob.
Nice.
It's more TV show than movie.
Gotcha.
I wouldn't know. I've got some favorite movies, but I definitely wouldn't know the go-to in that one. That's a tough one.
All right. You can think about it and then you just like message us down the road. Yeah, for sure. All right. Question number 5. This is a tough one. Favorite breakfast cereal?
Oh, dude. Okay. There's these Choco. I want to give them a justice. I wish I still had the box. I think we recycled it, but it was like Choco Chimps.
Okay, yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
It was, yeah, it's, oh my gosh, I'm trying to think of the actual brand for it. They sell it at like Earth Origins Market. Like, I don't know if they have it at like the Whole Foods and places like that, Fresh Market, but it's actually really good. I don't know if they use like a date syrup instead in there, but oh man, like the authentic like Cocoa Puff, just everything. That and some almond milk, I'm set, man.
Nice. All right. Question number 6. What superpower would you want?
Oh, yeah. Okay. And
it can't be all of them.
Yeah.
Superpower is all superpowers.
The power of all. We shall achieve all.
This power of super. Man, because it's like if it was more of like the Flash and the Speed type thing, I'd never slow down. I'd run my whole life rampant and I'd run myself dry. Right to the end, dude, just to get there, and that sucks. So no. Invisibility, like no. I'm gonna go with just more of like to have like Spidey sense.
Okay.
Just that one thing would be kind of dope. I'm trying to think of something that was a little more off-putting, but to have just the Spidey sense in general, that would be very, I think, important to have.
Nice.
Very beneficial. So I'm going to go with that.
All right.
Nice. All right. And question number 7, the last question of the night. When you don't want someone to know your real name, what alias do you go by?
Oh, gosh. I don't usually have to do that.
Okay.
Maybe that's a good problem. If I don't want them to know my name, I'm probably not going to fucking talk to you. Then I'm very like, since a kid, dude, my dad, my mom, even my stepfather, they'll all say kind of the same thing, that I was very vocal. Hi, I'm Ben from blah, blah, blah street at blah, blah, blah. And like, yeah, if you want to, I don't know why I was that kid that was just so like, just open. It's just ready. Like, there's no, I was just so naive, and it's great. Like, that's what we all, I know, strive to get back to. But now I haven't really had that problem. I would say Lifted Riffs, because I can kind of, if that's ever the thing, I can say like, oh, it's our booking agent or booking manager. He doesn't have to have a name. If he did, though, I'd pick Todd.
Nice.
Todd's the name of my, it's in there. We have mannequins, Todd and Jennifer.
Nice.
I'd go Todd.
Todd.
Yeah, it's 3 letters, easy peasy.
The only one I've ever done was Outlaw. So I'm
Fucking
Outlaw.
outlaw.
And I got shirts made too.
Yeah, there you
I've
go.
seen Outlaw, and they were made at Kinko's back
Nice.
in like the late 90s, where you had to iron them on or whatever.
Oh, those shirts were
Cut out the
so
paper.
shit, man. Those shirts were horrible.
They
They
you
look
wash
good
it like
once.
3 times,
Yeah.
the image is just a square now. It's not a
Yeah.
white T-shirt; it's just the iron on.
Oh,
But yeah,
no.
but when I worked at the radio station, I was just Russ Michaels.
Russ Michael.
Yeah, I took it from Brett Michaels.
Brett Michael.
What's up? I'm Russ Michaels,
I'm
and you're
Russ.
listening to do 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 do. No, I didn't do the do 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 part.
All right. That was 7 with 7. Thanks for playing. Ben.
I'm still gonna think about. I think it was question 3, but the movie one. I want to think about it.
What's
got
one of your favorite movies?
Oh, dude, Paul. Paul's such an incredible like alien movie. If you haven't
Yes.
seen it, dude.
I always forget about Paul.
I do
was
that to always remind myself to just go back, dude.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
That right off bat, I'd say that the other guys, like I'm a peacock, you gotta let me fly. That was what I was gonna go for. I think that'd be the answer because it really comes back to that. Mark Wahlberg crushed that whole role. Him and Will Ferrell together.
Oh,
Yeah.
Will Ferrell, I guess, in anything, but
Yeah.
even Mark, I mean, it's just fucking funny.
I was like Adam Sandler. No, Will Ferrell was just on the Harlan Williams podcast last week. It's gold.
Oh,
It's golden because you got basically 2 of similar style comedians just going back and forth for an hour and 45 minutes. And it's like, it doesn't get obnoxious at all. No, never gets obnoxious. It does, but it's great watch. It's Will Ferrell. I've never seen him on a podcast. He's actually like being himself for most of it. And then he, goes into character, but it's crazy to see Will Ferrell just as a chill dude, like not being the obnoxious guy that he later becomes in the episode. It's cool. Yeah, it was a good episode. I recommend watching it or listening to it.
Okay, that'd be awesome. The pulled back Step Brothers version of Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
That's
That
rad.
was a great movie. That's what everyone that I was always around would always quote that, and I would always be quoting Friday.
Yeah. Being a boss, I'm always fucking quoting Office Space. I find myself asking everyone, what is it you say you do here? At least once or twice a day. And is what you're doing good for the company? That's another one. So yeah. Office Space is yeah.
Oh, dude, that'd be
Is that the Office Space? That's the the fuck when they go out there and they beat the damn
the copier.
with the baseball
Yeah,
bat.
yeah.
And then what's his name? Michael Bolton rapping.
Michael Bolton. Yeah. All right. Any relation to the pop singer? Yeah. Nope. That's
Michael
just my name.
So I'm gonna ask a question that's probably been asked before, but I'm gonna ask it because I want to know what is behind the name Lifted Riffs, and whose riffs did you steal?
hopefully nobody's. I'm gonna go with that. We're gonna keep on that consistent train. But I like giving like the flashes and references, like the no one else, give up the grudge, the kind of references even to like damn it or man, like Wondering by Good Charlotte. Like there's just so many good songs I could just go off of. But Lifted Riffs itself, it's completely from F is for Family. It was just one of my, which I'd love to full circle back to that. Bill Burr is incredible, dude.
God, dude, that fucking show was so fucking great. Jesus.
Gold. Best thing Netflix had. Still, maybe. I don't know, but probably. It's just fucking like one of the coolest fucking shows. Like Bob's Burgers is in that way too, but like this is like, there's no restaurant. It's home, and it's growing up, and it's growing up rough. You're cul-de-sac, but you're in the 80s or something. Like it's just like, it was just so cool to see everything and then to learn like who Bill was himself. And it was like, man, like all the time and all the energy took from the comedy and trauma itself and just put it into the show and related to people. Like that was the gold of it, was just like they related to so many people, but also brought joy and nostalgia and everything back too. but it came from there. It's like a Led Zeppelin parody, and it was Lifted Riffs, which I think was, that phrasing itself was taken possibly by an article written about Led Zeppelin and the riffs that they had lifted from other bands. It was like something Led Zeppelin and lifting riffs, and then it came Lifted Riffs. And then I heard that and I was just like, okay. And I had a friend at the time, Anthony, and he was like, what about this? And I'm like, dude, that's gold. Like, I don't care where it came from. I don't care what it is. We should just do it. And it happened to just be me who took it and ran. And I just kept running. I'm still running.
Running.
But I'm running into a lot of fucking cool people, man. And so many cool interactions. The fan base is just continuously growing. And the music's getting better. I think I'm getting better at it, because I'm just really getting to fully give everything I've got to it. And it's just been such an incredible journey, dude. Even like the Bowling for Soup stuff, I think that one's, right there. But they pulled me on stage as well at Ponte Vedra Concert Hall, where Everclear is going to be. They just remodeled it and everything as well, dude. It's beautiful. But pulled me on live show, sold out to play Girl the Bad Guys Want With Them. And I played that shit fast as fuck. I did not need to. I was just so energized, dude. Like I had been talking with Jared. He followed us, and like, okay, that's already amazing. And it's back in, I think it was like the January 2024 before we released Hey. Like, that was really what pushed that. Would push the kind of like, I have to get something and do something. Was Jared and Bowling for Soup, Gary, Rob, Chris. They put me on. I had been recording the Dolly Rots, which you opened for them as well, and Lit went on second, but my phone died as they were going on. So getting to sing with AJ Popoff, who he follows us as well. I love all these fucking dudes, dude. I've got I think Lit's, that's the Bowling for Soup. That's the signed thing from the show. Got the pictures and everything with all of them. It's so cool. I got Lit's set list and some guitar picks from them as well, dude. It's just so cool. But my phone died, so I couldn't get singing with AJ. And already that was like, fuck, this night's gold, dude. I wasn't even supposed to get into the show. All I bought was a VIP ticket. I didn't know you needed an actual ticket. And then the VIP was a separate thing you bought. I just bought the VIP thing.
I don't like that. Because they don't ever explain it to you. They don't ever explain it to you that well. There's like, and then underneath it's like, oh, VIP ticket. Oh, I'm gonna get this one.
I guess that was me. Whatever.
I would have done it too, but
I would do it again because it fucking worked. Because it worked. It fucking worked, man. And it just happened, dude. And I was just like, we got through the song. I could see the set list on the stage, like briefly. Like, you can kind of see it. My vision's not as good now, dude. I don't know what happened, but I could see like the set list and the order and kind of the spacing of the songs. You could tell like, oh, that's the long title. That's short. 1985, almost. Like, you're just going through all these other ones, but they skipped Girl the Bad Guys Want. And I was just like, oh, okay. That was one of the songs I offered because that was like the main one I knew. 1985 was the other option, but I would have fucked that up. I'm glad. I'm so glad. They played that after while I was side staging, dude. I was just like, what if I just boofed that whole thing? Finally got a chance to get up here and I oversold myself, but magic, dude. Magic happened. Destiny happened. And I just turned as soon as he reached out and he was like, hey, did you get my message? And I'm just like, held up my phone, clicked the side button, and a little blink on the iPhone.
Oh, yeah.
And some people booed in the back, and I was just like, no shit, I'm getting booed right now. And I'm just like, well, then I just speak up for myself, and I'm just like, I'm ready. And he was like, so he's like, you're ready to play. Are you like, come on, if you're going to do it. And I was just like, I'm ready. I have no idea what he's fucking asking. I have no idea what song. There's no planning. There's no preparation. He talks about it in the video we have. And he's like, are you a plant? And I'm like, hi. I'm like, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. I'm 3 drinks in. I smoked. Am I a plant? Yes. Maybe. You see me go like, kind of just like Windows fucking load screen for a second, just like an AOL sound.
The wheel of death is going.
Yeah. And you're using the internet and something called, yeah, dude, game over. And so I was just like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm just like, no. And then he's like asking me about, it's like, and what do you have to say? And I'm just like terrified. That's all I could say was the word terrified. And then that's jumping on stage. The crowd parted like a Red Sea. I just ran, jumped on, big guitar. I got 2 words basically muttered out saying, I'm not a plant and I'm terrified. And then I just see him pointing to me. I point to Rob. And then I just kind of like, I did my own kind of way. I kind of palm muted in the intro. I was fucking fast, dude. And luckily Gary was just there. And you see Jarrett grab me in the video and try to like slow me down into the song and just like chill. And I'm just so wild. And as soon as he grabs me, I'm just like in it playing. I immediately start singing into the mic because I'm like, duh, I can hit your pitch. I'm like, I can go right there with it. I can try and sing with you. How cool would that be? And it just worked, dude. And it was just a magical moment.
Like cool dude. He seems like a really cool guy.
Oh, incredible, man. Dave, like voicing Chuck E. Cheese, doing Phineas and Ferb.
Yeah.
I really do believe like a lot of these people have good hearts and come from good places and still are kids inside that are just, we're all still trying to figure it out, man. Like I don't think like I said, there's no rule book. No, everyone's still trying to survive too, especially with music. And luckily people are getting platforms and able to like really tour again. And it's really cool to see. And even just to be a part of that was just an absolute honor.
Was
nice.
Was that one of the first shows that you seen after the lockdown?
Yeah, I would say that was like the first big concert back at all. It was Rally Rots Lit and Bowling for Soup. That was the first one I really like had cared about. Like after that, you know, and starting my own band, and I remember seeing like A Day to Remember back in like 2017 for the homecoming show with Wage War. I think it was the homecoming show, but that was my first ever concert. And then COVID, in between then after that was like my first Rockville. I think that was kind of, because that's not just one band, but I could go on about.
No, for sure. I mean, it's
Oh, dude, Pennywise covering School by Nirvana. That was
what? That
was gold. Yeah, Pennywise covered School by Nirvana live at Rockville. I don't know if it was 2022, 2023. But it was an incredible like kickoff to the day to be there and be a part of that. Some of it got rained out. Jerry Cantrell, Bush, I think Smashing Pumpkins. I don't know if they were that year or the year after, but dude, 9 Inch Nails. I went 2 years in a row, so they kind of blend together. But
yeah, for sure,
dude, it was just like, I'd say that. But that show right there in 2024 was a dedicated show where I was actually like, no, I want to this line like the Everclear Sponge and Local H, like, dude. I think we have a gig that day, so my heart's a little broken, but I might have to message somebody and just be like, hey, is there anything we can do? Like, I hope they come back in that regard. And I saw even Jets coming now. So it's like, I might have missed some shows already, but I've still got so many more to look forward to that I'm hoping to get out to. And I'd love to kind of recreate the whole jump on stage and bring the new world and old world together. Dude, that was an absolute honor.
With
incredible.
If Lifted Riffs in that position where like Bowling for Soup is now, are you gonna be that same person to that you in the crowd?
I feel like it'd only be right if I was.
Yeah.
Knowing from where I came from, and I'm not saying that that's how everybody is or has to be. I get it. And people are so fucking busy, 100% busy. Like. These people have lives around lives, and they do this super dedication. Like it takes a lot, but I feel like I enjoy when, you know, when we get followed by, because we got people from Catch 22, people from like, oh dude, Better than Ezra, like even like Tom Drummond. I'm trying to think of even who, Gabe Mantle from Gob, like so many cool people following us. Like that's one thing. That's amazing. Thank you. You see us. And hopefully they take the time to listen to us because of that. And then people sharing us on their stories like Dropkick Murphys, that's a whole nother thing. Because it's like, okay, like they're giving us kind of a platform to like 24 hours of like, this band is someone I fuck with for this 24 hours. And that's pretty cool too. Then you get collaborations with like, because Roger being our producer and we have a song out and then it kind of like locks in something out there. Now we're in front of like all those people too. And then there's what happened there. And that was something, man, I really try not to take for granted, because I really do feel like one day I'm gonna get to give it back. And I have no idea how that's gonna go, but if it goes how it did for them, I think we'd be okay. So it'd be a little fast, but okay, that's our job. You know, we'll jump on it and we'll make it happen. And I hope I did it justice. That's all I do. And I hope the kid, whoever he is, just does it justice.
Well, you were saying, how Dropkick, reposted that, and you got you're getting all the other artists that are following it and stuff.
Yeah.
That does mean you're doing something, because that means you are getting noticed out there, and there's bringing eyes to you. So the only thing that can come out of this Dropkick Murphy reposting is a couple more fans,
Yeah.
and that's all. That's all that you can ask for. But does Roger repost your stuff on his page?
For the songs we did do with Say Something Clean and Green, each one in his own way, he just reshared it or collaborated, and dude, it helped out so much, man.
Yeah.
I hope people like that do understand how much that really does, like, coal the fire. Like, dude, man, like, when something like that happens, it makes you wake up earlier. Then you don't go to bed. You stay up and you come up with more magic. And it's like you take that momentum and that belief system, and then you just run. And I think that as these things, it's like every day is a little bit different, more people, different genres, different, amazing artists. And with someone like Roger to actually take the time to consider us, work with us, and then share it and use the platform that he has to help us, it's just incredible. So I also want to do that. I think we've done it a little bit so far, but I would like to be in those shoes one day, so I really can. Whether it's a Dropkick Murphy style thing or it's actually like cameoing. Like, I want to show up. I really do. I know I could be busy, and I will be, but man, dude, I want to fucking show up for these people that showed up for us or that lifted us up. It's lifted riffs, but that lifted us up and made us actually feel like we had a home, and that's where the most authentic music we could ever write comes from, is home. And I feel like with me taking the songwriting process and just really writing about authentic beliefs and experiences and heartbreak and trauma and love, it's resonating, and I'm just so honored that it is. So thank you. Even bringing that to a spotlight, it's nerve-wracking, but it's like,
I bet
it's worth it.
It is cool to to see you out there. You are hustling. I will say, compared to this time last year, just looking at your numbers, your numbers have fucking gone up so much since a year ago this time. That's awesome. You went from having just that one single out of that, or did you have two singles back then? Just one, right? At the beginning of last year?
Yeah, I think we just had Hey, and then
Say Something came out later.
Yeah, Say Something came out later.
In a year's time, you dropped 3 more singles, and you got a lot, you're getting eyes on you guys, and that's cool. And that's what you want, I see you guys, keep going, and I see good things happen. This is going to be a good year for you guys. I like manifesting things these days because it works for some reason. Because I think the reason why manifestations work is because once we say it, then we do it. We make
sure. And speaking of like other podcasts to like plug the bands, have you submitted to the Demakes a podcast, bands you may not know?
Not yet as well, but I think that with Chris and everybody, I would hope they'd see that, and I hope we pack enough punch to be considered. And
because that was like when I started listening to his podcast back during like the pandemic, and when I was like furloughed and shit like that from work, that I always thought that was like one of the coolest fucking things on the podcast, other than the podcast itself, because I just think it's fucking brilliant, and I take a lot of enjoyment listening to it. But yeah, the fact that the bands you may not know, segment, I was like, shit, I got to get my band on there, and then I would just be like, okay, I'll do it next week. Okay, I'll do it next week, and I never fucking did. But that's fucking rad that he does that. So
is that That's not a pay thing though, right? You just submit and then he'll pick you.
Just a bit, yes,
Cool.
yeah, brief bio and yeah, the MP3 and yeah, him and Chris, yeah, they go through it and
That's cool.
yeah,
That's
put
cool.
you on the episode. So
Yeah, dude, that'd be an honor. I don't know. I watched the episode recently with Roger and them talking about the new album and the song Sunnyside and stuff like that. And dude, just it's just so cool to really like you see two masters at what they do. Like
right, yeah,
there's two fucking Jedis that are just sitting there, just like vroom, 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 just going back and forth. And you know they know it all because it's like in that regard that that's their kid. Like in my essence, that's kind of how I talk about Lift to Riffs. It's like it's a child of mine, and to see them sit down and really like scope things out of like, oh well, no, do you remember in like 2005 we had this like little riff idea and it didn't work out. We tried using it on it was like a what was that song? It's not the writing on the subway wall, but I know that's the line in the song, but he's like they try to do that kind of vibe there, that kind of I guess the halftime groove or whatever he was going for there of the song. But it was just an incredible episode to see them bring it all back.
Yeah, for sure.
Really tie it all in too, to know where the song came from, where the whole album and the inspiration and why, and really get an in-depth of like your favorite artists' way of how they craft things is
right. Yeah.
I love that stuff, man. I could eat that stuff up for forever and ever and ever.
For sure. Yeah.
Real quick, we have two questions that a previous guest we asked the current guest to ask questions for our future guests.
Nice.
And
okay.
Our previous guest has gotten two questions for you. And Eric, once again, do you have them written down?
Yes, I have them written down because I
I remember. Go ahead. I remember.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. So question number 1. Who would you I guess like, as far as wrestling goes, are you a Stone Cold Steve Austin fan or a Hulk Hogan fan?
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah.
If it's between those two, for sure. We're throwing up the 316 and we're rocking that thing. Clash.
Yeah.
That's crash. Like Sandman, dude. And that's one of the coolest things ever. Now, favorite wrestler though. I've seen stuff popping up, and I don't know if it's true if Pedro Pascal's doing it, but Eddie Guerrero. I don't think it's true.
It's not. It sucks to be. It sucked to be said, but actually, a couple days ago or a couple weeks ago, Chavo nipped it in the bud.
Ah, okay.
He said it would be cool to have it, but the posters that are going around are all AI generated.
Ah,
fuck. It looked like it was so.
It would be great though. It would be great because I can see it being like an Iron Claw movie, like something like that.
Yeah.
You know,
I wouldn't even.
I think it should be called Lie, Cheat, Steal.
Yeah, I know we were talking about that.
The story of Latino heat.
But Eddie's cool, or that would be cool too. There's so many kind of names.
The Ballad of Latino Heat, man.
Talking about him.
The tank top cut off, man. I gotta order it.
Dude,
get one.
He had so many iconic looks and so many iconic. I mean, he made the mullet back then look awesome. You know,
the Mexi mullet, man. That's what it's all about. Yeah. All right, and question number 2 from Red Arrow Highway. Describe your childhood home.
That's right.
Yeah, that one was like out there, man.
And I'm like, bro, that could be deep.
That's a
and they were pissed off about the hedge question of what vegetable would you like to live your life as? And they're like, that's a fucking stupid question. I'm like, no, it's not.
That's the one they got.
Yeah, that's the one they got.
Yeah,
I can answer that one too. I don't know.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get you that one. You might look at the last one of it too. But go ahead. So describe your childhood home.
I would say it's still there.
Okay.
That's a start to it. It definitely was an experience of something that did not end up working out the way people thought it would, but we're all still alive and well. And I'm damn sure kicking ass. I'm gonna keep doing it too. I've got a job and a responsibility to make sure as the youngest that everyone's taken care of. And I want that more than anything, especially my parents. It's time for them to retire and come on tour and help me load in my guitar cab and run that merch table, and do some accounting, whatever it is. Just
hey, Mike's mom from MXPX, she still does his merch stuff. She still packages up merch. He packages up merch. So hey, moms are helpful.
Oh,
yeah, for sure.
Amazing.
Dad will be the tour manager.
Gosh,
awesome.
Dude. I'm sure.
All right. So what 2 questions would you like to ask our next guest?
Yeah. And the next guest could be a WWE person.
No, I will tell you. I'm gonna tell you who the guest is after this episode is over with, and you're gonna be like, "Fuck! Why did I ask those questions?" So guess what? No pressure.
I got this. I did like the one of that you mentioned, the number 3. I don't want to necessarily take it from you, but what TV show do you see yourself quoting the most? Go with that one.
The what movie do you quote the most? Yeah.
Yeah. Could we do for them what TV show? Because I feel like, man, like I'm more on the TV show side, and maybe some other people are, but there are some fucking great movies, dude. But I'd say that, and what does being authentic mean to you?
Nice.
I like that one. That's coming from me personally. The other one was a built one, but that one's, I like the thinkers. The one where they have to sit back and you can't just blurt something out.
Yeah. I can't wait to hit end and then tell you. You're gonna be like, can I get 2 new questions? Nah. You're gonna like it. So, and it's all, and this is funny because after I'll just wait. So anywho, Ben, we have enjoyed this evening with you. Do you yourself have any questions to ask either or of one of us?
What is the next show coming up that you guys are excited to go see?
Now, excited to go see or excited that I'm going to go see you? Because it's more like right now.
Okay.
Not going to go because I have nothing. It's a lot, but I'm going to just go ahead and throw this one out there. October 11th and 12th in Nashville, 2 nights back to back at the new venue, The Truth. But Fred Durst and the boys are doing a 2-nighter in Nashville. First time they've ever done a headlining show, and it's 2 nights in a row. So that's kind of cool.
Wow.
All right, you're gonna have to tell me what the fuck is The Truth? Where is this venue?
It's a brand new venue that just opened up like right now. It's
it's a brand new building, or is it?
Yeah. It's all because see they got Pinnacle is owned by like Live Nation or no Axis, whatever, and then the other one is owned by like Axis or something.
Oh fuck!
So they're like two different competing tickets.
Yeah. See, I used to live in Nashville and I escaped it, so I'm disgusted by all of these new venues that are opening in Nashville. Because
right after you
we already have great venues in Nashville, and the fact that new venues are opening just pisses me off because it's taking away shows from the old venues, and it makes me so fucking mad. But I just got to let it go. I live in Buffalo now. I love my new city. I'm calm.
It's just like here in Clarksville. Like Clarksville has changed in the last 30 years that you were here in Clarksville.
Yeah, for sure.
So much as like we went from 80,000 people to over 200,000 people here now. And
the fact that Clarksville has a sports arena that holds like fucking like arena football and shit like that. I'm like,
Easy Top played last night.
I'm like, wow, that's fucking kick ass. All right. Well,
You
good
know,
for
Jeff
Clarksville.
Dunham sold it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fisher sold it out. Like,
Yeah.
you know, we got good stuff. Anywho, but yeah,
My
have you ever been to Nashville, Ben?
I have that one time I went to Lebanon, Tennessee, and then we ended up taking a trip to Nashville just to be there.
Uh-huh.
And between like the Jason Aldean restaurant, I think it was like Margaritaville, is the one we had dinner. But all those people just gig all day. Some of them
Yeah.
just, and they get apparently paid shit too. And I'm like, man, we get paid decent to do cover gigs. I guess it's like anybody could come there, anybody could play, and they could have the best thing every night. So why would they choose you? So it's like, okay, in that regard, you could have Jason Aldean at Jason Aldean's restaurant every night. You don't do that, but because you couldn't. So it's like, I like the regard of it. I wish there was more of a, since it's supposed to be music, more of a, should I say, less of a ceiling, less of a threshold, more of like that punk scene or pop punk scene. Like you don't really get to hear about those things. If anything, Nashville, it gets like all circulated back. Where someone like Atlanta, it could be the biggest hip hop person or the Paradox. They might do a show together. I think they are. I think they're doing stuff like they're starting to book a bunch of things. And even Jacksonville's like Limp Bizkit or Shinedown. You know, it's like, I feel like we can kind of have that threshold open up a little bit to give more people a reason to go there and maybe take it more seriously. Apparently it's already a steam establishment, but I don't know. I like seeing the underground and the hardcore stuff and the venues. Like you said, when there's a new venue that pops up, I hate seeing venues go out of business. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of seeing like OG venues get less business and traffic because of these other ones. And it is on both, you know, could they have revamped the old venue or put more time and love and money into what was already there? For sure. So
yeah.
I think,
So tell me something. Why did the High Dive close in Gainesville?
I don't know if High Dive was more of, I think she would know, but I feel like for me, I don't know personally on that one. What I've heard from like venues in general is sometimes it's royalties, sometimes it's tax, sometimes or property and taxing and stuff like that.
Okay.
Or your lease is up and you didn't make enough, or you didn't cover a certain thing, or, you know, so it's like, regardless, I mean, if it's your own doing, you know, if it's like you've been taking advantage of musicians for 30 years, caught up with you, and now this new thing's coming and giving like the new platforms, new chance, social media, all these things, and letting people maybe like us get a part of it, then that's great. But if you're both not doing either thing and you're just sitting there gatekeeping, it is fucking stale. And then this one will go out of business slowly. And this one will rise. It's a monopoly. You start seeing monopolies rise. It's like a Publix. I don't like that, man.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad I got to play the High Dive one more time. I think it was Fest 19 when Blacklist Royals did our reunion show for Semper Libre. And that was the fest right after COVID.
Nice.
And so, and then I found like I think I went to Fest the next year and High Dive was still open, but then I skipped a year and then I went this past year and High Dive was gone. And I was like, what? I was like, there were so many fucking good shows that always came through the High Dive, which I was, I was saddened. I mean, because I remember it from fucking back in the day when it was called Common Grounds.
Nice.
And then it changed it changed the name to High Dive. So yeah.
I think Red Jumpsuit was like the last show there, and I might be mistaken on that one, but
okay.
Dude, to know the legacies and the qualities of everything, and then to have like big establishments possibly be a reason around it.
Yeah.
They weren't there.
So I guess like Vivid has like taken over like what the High Dive, you know, as far as like the shows that would have been at High Dive come to Vivid now or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I would say so. And it's a little more of venue's great. Yeah, I've been there. Like, I want to say Les and Jake just did the Wake and Bake tour there. I think they did
Yeah.
the 2 nights. I don't know if both nights were there. I know they did First Magnitude for the key with the acoustic set. Before that was Lucy's. That was Rehasher with Roger's band. And then Wake and Bake was Vivid Music Hall with Bite Me Bambi. Oh yeah, Voodoo Glow Skulls. A couple of them just followed us as well, I want to say.
Nice.
And then Joker's Republic, which was the ska one they did When I Come Around you were talking about earlier, on the Green Day cover album that they're releasing. I think it's Joker's Republic did that one, the ska for that, and then Boy Detective Band. Dude, just across the board, solid. So if they continue to do stuff like that, fuck yeah. Like that's incredible. That's a great lineup. You do a two-day full weekend kind of thing, and everybody involved is just like enjoying it, punk and ska punk, having fun. I just don't see that as much. I see them being the only ones that kind of do that. So I wish there was more of that.
So Lifted Riffs is doing the Wake and Bake next year, right?
I pray, man. I really, really hope that, and I think all it is, it's not the pray thing. It's I'm going to work for it. I think we have to earn it. And I think we have to prove ourselves in the way of being your favorite band's favorite band. Like I said earlier, you really want to step up to the plate and say like, we belong. And it's not that we're not grateful. It's not that we're not honored to be a part of it, but there's that one thing where we've got to punch with everything we've got to say we belong, and then get taken seriously in the respect and everything, not just as an artist and musician, but as more of a friend, in that regard of like, this is someone reliable that I know does a great job, performs well, is an entertainer. They always show up. They're on time. Everything's just boom, 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 boom. It's more than just like you have a couple songs. So fucking what? So it's like I get both sides of it, and I think Wake and Bake next year could be our opportunity, especially like Vivid Music Hall, and it's sold out with any of those same bands. A plethora of bands that have played. Teenage Bottle Rocket, man, to even have something like a Big D and the Kids Table, or like a I don't know if Catch 22, or like anything in those regards, dude. Real Big Fish, like come on, that'd be an honor. So I mean, I think all these things are possible. I think even Less Than Jake coming to do shows and maybe doing something with like even better than Ezra. Just put it all together. Why not? Like
cool.
I look at that too, and I think that'd be amazing.
That's when I used to book shows, I would try to mix it up. Not too drastic, but I would definitely try to mix it up some, and I think it's cool for all the people there, because it's like when you go to a concert, sometimes you might not be familiar with this band, but then you watch that live show and they sucked you in. Now you're a fan because that live show blew you away, and you never heard the dudes before. Now they got a fan.
Yeah.
But that happened to you, right?
Yeah. Last night, and went and saw. Me and my wife went to see Wednesday, and a band called Gouge Away opened up, and she was stoked, and I had no idea. I had listened to, I'd listened to Wednesday. I dig that band, but Gouge Away got on fucking stage and absolutely killed it. And I was more impressed with Gouge Away last night, and came away from that show last night a fan of, I have a new fucking band, that I'm a fan of. So
did she remind you, her vocals? To me, they do at times, but does her vocals remind you of Courtney Love?
A little more angrier.
Yeah.
And like, I was thinking to myself, because I was listening to Drug Church all day yesterday for some odd reason, but I was like, fuck, man, I need a tour with fucking Drug Church and Gouge Away. I think that would be an amazing fucking show. And
and Lifted Riff opening up.
Exactly. Yeah.
Fuck it, we're there. I really say no to things. I just love the experience of everything and getting to meet everybody. That's just the coolest part. We're all human when we all come together and realize that. It's like, oh, you let your guard down. We're all just human. Some of us are parents. Some of us are just literally just surviving life check by check. But when we're all there, we're all the same, and we're all really just there to create joy for people. And Gouge Away, is that a Pixies reference?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
The last track on Doolittle. Yep.
It's a good name.
Yeah,
I will
yeah.
say
My
this
wife was
about
like, "It's got to. Their name has to come from that Pixie song," and
yeah.
she mentioned it on stage. You know, she was like, "Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, we're Gougeoy and or Gougeaway, and yeah, yeah. It's you know, it's a reference to a Pixie song." And my wife looked at me and she was like, "I told you."
Yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah, yeah. So
They've
No,
got some good stuff, man.
that's one thing about going to a show or going to a concert, whatever. For that 5, 6 hours that you're there, it's to forget everything that's going on out there and just everybody for that one time, everybody's getting along.
Yeah.
No
right,
matter what
yeah,
your beliefs are, we're all
yeah,
getting along because we're all enjoying the same artist,
yep.
and it's crazy. But that's the one thing about music, man. It takes us away from everything and lets us just relax at times. Shows are good, man. They say the more shows you go to, the better you are, your body, your soul, the better it is for your soul, right? And I wish I can go to more shows, but I think I listen to enough music daily that it makes up for that.
That's kind of how I feel because it's really, you resonate with things naturally, and everyone's different. And I think that if you surround yourself with more of those things, then that just amplifies what you've already got going on, and it starts to show. And if you're truly passionate about it, then you just like take all that and funnel it into like creativity, and that's where just this magic comes from. And there are just so many great artists, bands, chefs, anything right now.
Yeah, yeah.
It just everyone. There's kind of this little renaissance going on right now, and I think it's really cool. I'm just honored to be a part of it. I know I said it on, I want to say the last podcast, but the way I describe it is I'll do what others won't do today to do what they can't do tomorrow. And I don't have to be on the front page of the book. I just want to be in the book with everybody.
Yeah.
And I think that we really kind of are starting to like the names kind of like starting to solidify and appear like a kind of like a magic spell where it kind of like fizzles its way on the paper and it just spaced out. You're in between Limp Bizkit and
Hey,
Lifehouse. Lifehouse is here. Limp Bizkit's here. So I'm like, all right. I'm like, there's a plethora there. Led Zeppelin's a little up here, but there's just, I don't know, Lead Belly.
if
All the
Fred likes you, he'll take you on tour.
Oh, dude, and another L band, Less Than Jake, dude. Like I said, that's the one. And to go with like Gob, Eve 6, Jet, Better Than Ezra, I know we mentioned. All these bands are just really, really underrated still to me. I think that people just don't, Local H, like stuff like that, man. Even Sponge still. They're underrated, and maybe at the time they blew up. Even Wheatus, like stuff like that. Like they blew up, but man, give them a little bit extra chance to just like really show you what they had. And every single time I go back, whether it was like Everclear, I said earlier as well, whatever band I went back to, I always found another song I liked that wasn't their hit song. And I like to think I listened to that song more than the others because I got tired of hearing the mainstream song. And I'm sure they did too.
Well, that's what's great. I mean, let's go back to the Blue record. I mean, yeah, fucking Buddy Holly and Sweater Song were fucking, amazing songs. Yeah. And Say It Ain't So, great fucking song. But fucking In the Garage. Let's talk about fucking In the Garage, man. That fucking song right there. I mean, I'm a Kiss fan. And when I hear this, this band, talking about, two of my favorite fucking members of fucking Kiss, one being Peter and the second being Ace, I was like, fuck yes. It was like,
they get
me.
I
mean, yeah. I was like, all
right.
Yeah.
Like you said earlier, No One Else, My Name is Jonas, like so many other good songs on there. And every album after that was just like gold. There's always something in there. And I love that. Every time you go back and give those people a chance, always something else in there. Like my favorite Eve 6 song isn't Inside Out. I would sweat on my pride, I would choke on the rinds. That's not the main one for me. I like Tongue Tied or Superhero Girl. like Everclear being Father of Mine. I like Heroin Girl off the first album. Dude, it's just, dude, it with Esther. Esther, you're something that kind of like you whenever
fucking Sparkle and Fade, man. That fucking record, fucking gold. Yeah.
And some debut albums. See, that's 1995, man. That's incredible. I know a little bit. I'm still learning, but
you mentioned Wheatus a second ago, and I had seen that they were on tour with they were on tour with somebody. I remember seeing they were on a tour, and I had to look it up real quick. They're going on tour with Ugly Kid Joe.
Wow,
who it is?
Yeah, and do you know Ugly Kid Joe, Ben?
No, I saw it on the Wheatus thing recently, but I basically bookmarked it to go back. I've got like 30 fucking bands in that little bookmark to go back to, but they are one of them now.
The singer, the Ugly Kid Joe, they were, I don't even know what to consider them, because they had some thrashy influences. They had some fucking skate punk influences.
Yeah.
Everywhere, and they had a song called I Hate Everything About You. And then they had a song called Neighbor. They were just, and their name, Ugly Kid Joe, is a play on, to make fun of this hair metal band called Pretty Boy Floyd. The name of their album is As Ugly as They Want to Be, which is a Two Life Crew album called As Nasty as They Want to Be. So all their album titles will come off of another.
Wow.
They have a Stairway to Heaven album, but it's called Stairway to Hell. We've all seen those before.
Yeah.
But that's all I have to say about that. Sorry.
Yeah. Ugly Kid Joe, they were kind of like, they were on that, they always had that vibe of like, they would have been a part of the Sunset Strip, but they also could have been a part of the fucking, the Seattle grunge. They were like, it's like two ships passing in the night or something, it's like, they were kind of like, like right there. It's like, am I going to hear these guys on Headbangers Ball, or are they going to be on, 120 minutes? It's like, yeah.
Oh, that'd be so awesome. And the fact that they're given, I guess, a platform again, is just like, it's a beautiful thing. You're playing with your friends, your true friends. You see it with like Newfound Glory and Hot Rod Circuit. Like they've been friends since like the 90s or 2000s. And hey, if I'm doing it, my friends are coming too,
Yeah.
Figure out a band and let's go. That'd be amazing.
Well, that's what I would do. I would always, you gotta always help out the homie. You know what I'm saying? You gotta help out the homies, because you guys come up together. You can't leave one behind.
Yeah.
That's how a lot of these bands. Korn, Limp Bizkit, all those bands, help each other. And there's so many more. We had Limp Bizkit, so Korn just popped in my head.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well, hell, man, Ben, man, it's been a good one. I like this. I've had fun.
Yeah.
I think we could probably go 5 more hours.
Oh, dude,
we got work. But no, man. Tell everybody on the interwebs where they can find your band.
Yeah, I would say the biggest one right now, and we just hit over 5,000 followers, is Instagram. That helps us out a ton. We're learning and building on TikTok and Facebook and stuff like that, but the Instagram is where we kind of live and really enjoy making the content. And it's at Lifted Riffs. It's the same name. The TikTok's at Lifted Riffs Band, and everything else is just Lifted Riffs. We got lucky. Even the website, we just officially launched the website and the merch store. So we've got like official merch and shit. But
nice.
Oh, dude,
is that a tribute to Clerks?
Say it again.
Is that the way that logo is done? Is that a Clerks tribute?
No, it was just kind of like
I like it, though.
We were going for more of like the kind of ransom letter kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I think it just kind of, we blended the two together, because this was the old one right there.
Okay.
Straight across, but I wanted something that's stacked and that was like right there. So
yeah, for sure.
It kind of just worked out.
It would look good on it definitely would look good on a flyer too, even if it was black and white or color.
Yeah.
Color obviously, but black and white would still, you would notice it,
Yeah. Ashley did a great job on it, dude. She crushed it. I'm very grateful.
Oh yeah. Has anybody asked you if it's AI?
We don't get AI stuff, man. I try not to lean in that direction. I'd say the only thing that I did and may have like ever shared even recently was that Eddie Pedro Pascal. Like that
But
was like, fuck, man. I just want that one to work so bad. That was like the
I
one
will
where I
say
was
this:
like, this looks
I try to
AI.
do the same.
Oh
Try to
man.
do the same. I try not to repost any AI videos or any content. But damn it, man! When sometimes I get some of them videos sent to me, they're fucking funny, man. They're funny.
Yeah.
It's like I don't want to do, but I have. It's funny. It's funny.
I know, and I see it now. It's the discernment of like what matters more, where the priorities are, and that's all of us just slowly like fully growing up and maturing and realizing like holy shit, like these have effects on people and stuff, you know, or our actions have consequences, whatever route you want to take. Just with AI and everything going on, I just it's just not for me. Maybe I can keep it as simple as that. I see where it's going, and I think that we were better off without it. I think analog, I think everything we've done, and we've proved that. And we came back again in the 2020s and proved that what worked back then worked again. So
Yeah.
if it's not broke, don't fix it. Just
Hey,
keep doing
that's what
what
I
you're
love. I
doing.
like to live by that motto myself.
And we've
It
all
needs to
seen
be broken.
fucking Terminator 2. We all know how this shit's gonna
Everything,
end.
if it needs to be broken, break it. Don't think about it. But if it's not broken, don't fix it. You know, so it's like you got to take both of them and understand where JC and everything's coming from. All the even Neo and the Matrix,
Yeah.
everything kind of intertwines. I know I saw the alien and the conspiracy thing in the email, and I'm like, yeah, I'll try not to. I'll try not
Nah,
to.
it's just yeah, it's fun.
But I love it, man. I think that
Well,
there's some good stuff going, man. Music's making this huge comeback. Even rock is. It's beautiful.
dude, I think they were saying last year, and they've even said it again this year. That this year is supposed to be the year for rock. So last year, I believe, was the first time in 20 plus years that there hadn't been like a hip hop song on the top 100 or
Wow.
something. I'm like, wow, that's wild. But sometimes though, a hip hop artist will do a song with like say Taylor Swift, and it's gonna be considered a pop song. So
Yeah.
it's no longer
Like
hip
Post
hop. But
Malone type thing, you know.
yeah, like Nicki Minaj to me isn't a hip hop artist. She's a pop artist now, so she's
Yeah.
probably pop, it's what it is.
Yeah.
Genres.
Oh, dude, there's this super classification going on, and then you have to like. I saw Benji and Joel Madden talking about like when even Jordan Pudnick from Newfound Glory on their little interview talking about pop punk wasn't what they described themselves as. They didn't know that shit existed. Like even like grunge, like the word grunge was just something they and pop punk, they just kind of labeled it, shipped it, and said like, "Oh, we can make money off this. We can
Yeah.
market this," and they did. But if they didn't, I don't know if it would have got as mainstream as it did, and that gave all of us a reason to do what we do. So
Yeah.
let's look at that double-edged sword, man. It's crazy. That's kind of how I see things now. Is it's you take it the pros and cons, but to get the things out of it, sometimes the pressure makes the diamond. You know. And I think, dude, everything's coming back now.
For sure. Like I always say, like there's so many of these new bands that are out and that are taking influences from the 90s alt sound, like that. There's that band called Mama, which I fucking just love, and they sound like something that would have been back in the 90s. And then Fleshwater, like they're so shoegazy, they would have fit back in that time. And there's all these different bands. It's just great
Oh,
to see the research, but it's also cool to see the research with a new flavor added to it, because you can never do what they did. You can do it, but then add that own flavor, like you'll never have another Nirvana. What we had is what we had, and I'm glad I was there for that. So, but
yeah, I'm honored that I can just keep it going for people too. That's a fucking awesome thing. It's an honor. Even like with Bradley Sublime, now Brad with Three Doors Down. I mean, obviously rest in peace, but we just keep playing the songs. We have to, at least I have to. I feel like it's the way they vicariously live through me, and through that I get to experience what it really is like to be a part of this whole thing. Even doing podcasts and
yeah.
radio interviews, photo shoots, video shoots, music videos, original songs, cover songs, people fucking following us, coming to shows, playing with these big bands. Dude, this is a dream come true. It truly is. So thank you. I know it's not really a question, but
No, no,
I really appreciate it.
For sure.
Well, on that note, I guess we'll sign off. I'm not going to do it. My name is Jonas.
I'm
No,
carrying
that's Frankenstein.
My name is Frankenstein.
What do you want your name to be? Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein it is.
I want to go to school. See, he's making his own decisions.
Yeah. Yeah. That's one of my favorite Adam Sandler movie, actually.
Oh, dude, that's a good one. I did watch Happy Gilmore Part 2. It was good. I enjoyed it.
It was. I mean, first off, everyone's like, "Oh, there's too many cameos. There's too many," but it's a sequel. It's what they do nowadays with those kind of movies, and it's a Netflix. So
yeah, and it had what's MJF or
dude, yeah.
And,
him and MJF said in an interview, like one of the only interviews, like it was on the Chris Van Fleet one recently, and they were talking about Adam, and he said, "Man, Adam is like wanted me because he's like, we just connected. Like that's my dad, or my brother."
That's rad, man. Yeah. I was like, I saw him in the movie, and I was like, this motherfucker looks familiar. Because I'm not a big AEW fan, but I knew who he was. Just like thanks to like Instagram and like wrestling getting fed to my Instagram. And I was like, oh, shit. I mean, he's a great fucking character, too. So, I mean, it would be rad to have him to be a part of the WWE universe.
He did great.
But I don't think, probably won't happen, but it would be great.
Well, for him, I don't believe he can be who he wants to be if he's not in AEW, because WWE wouldn't let him speak the way he speaks as he does in AEW, and that's his character.
Gotcha.
He would make the children cry kind of guy,
Gotcha.
But I love him. Matter of fact, while we were doing the podcast, he just came out, and if by the time you guys are hearing this, you're already gonna know. But Chris Jericho just kicked off this current episode of the AEW. So Chris Jericho will not be in WWE apparently. I guess I got to listen to it, but if he's on there, then I'm sure he's with AEW for a little while longer. So everybody, all the stuff has been saying, Jericho has come home. Home.
I saw something on the Hard Times News, and they posted, and I think I sent it to you. It said, bad news. Chris Jericho is set to make more music or something like that.
Yeah. I like Crosby. I like
no, dude, I do too. I mean, it's good.
You know what the name means, right? Like it was obviously fuck Ozzy, but the theme of the band when it first started is they came from a planet and they came down, they're aliens, and it's something about I can't remember, but they're like Ozzy is who they wanted. But anyway, but yeah. But then that lasted a couple albums when they were doing like still some cover songs.
Yeah.
And they started writing all originals. Yeah. But no, Hey, he's doing his thing with it. So respect,
No, dude. I'm not talking shit.
No. But yeah, I'm upset that he's not in AEW or WWE. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
No, I was just gonna say Ben seems like a fucking rad dude, and I hope to run into him the next time I'm in Gainesville. So,
bro, did not know he was 27. I thought he was 21, 20. He looks young,
Hey, he's got an old soul, man. I mean, he was talking to all those fucking bands that that were out when we were in our fucking,
I mean, he was born 20s. In what? Let's see. He was born in what? 97? Would you
don't make me do math, dude?
90. He was born in 98. So no, 97. No, wow. 99. Damn it, 99. He was born. Okay.
He
was born in 99. Right. All those bands he listed were 90s or early 90s, 95, 96. Which is great. I love that.
Yeah.
But he listens to a lot of stuff, so that's cool though, and
Yeah,
I think they got I see good things happening for them, man. When they got they're getting recognition.
Yeah.
While we were on the podcast, I was trying to see if their numbers went up, and a couple, one or two, and I mean, it went up too. So I mean,
Oh yeah. I started following them, so I was like, boop.
oh, okay, okay. Well,
Bad 7
super cool,
approved. Here we go. It's a
super cool guy,
movement.
man. Yeah. No, I followed him on the YouTube. I followed him on that YouTube there. That movie. Oh, look.
What's this book face?
What is you? Oh, now I got MJF flexing his boobies right now. Anywho, but yeah, man, good times tonight. Are you getting ready for next week?
Yeah, I'm gonna start fucking prepping for it tomorrow.
You're like, well, on this one, you're gonna introduce. You're doing all that. This is your buddy.
Fucking 7 with 7 is going to be. I've got to come up with like some genius fucking, some Bill and Ted's fucking phone booth like type questions, and yeah, and our guest next week is shit, he's a little bit older than us, so it's going to be more of like, yeah, I think the 7 with 7, we can all like, yeah, like growing up when we grew up, I think it's going to be easier to get some fucking rad fucking questions. And yeah, I'm super stoked. This is going to be a fun one.
The tomorrow or yesterday, if I'm speaking in the past, yesterday will be the anniversary of Kurt Cobain's passing, April 5th. So I have a friend of the podcast who's actually been on the podcast, who does a little bit of like Nirvana-esque like conspiracy stories. Like he finds, like he researches and gets all this, and there's so much stuff that I've not even heard, these stuff, and he's been going off on TikTok. So I was like, hey man, you want to come on the podcast and talk some Kurt Cobain theories? And he's like, I'd love to. So
okay.
We'll be filming with him at the end of the month. I wish I would have thought about this a few months ago.
Yeah,
It could have aired on Monday, the day you're listening to this podcast. So, anyway, but yeah, so that's that. You better get yourself to work on next week's questions. I will maybe think of 1 or 2 or 5 or 27. I don't know, but I know this is gonna be a fun one this week. Lots of stuff to ask. I do have some questions I want to ask them. But I think it's going to be a fun-filled podcast. So
yeah. Like all of them. And that's why you should like,
subscribe,
follow, subscribe, and share the
You
Got It podcast.
The unedited podcast.
Yeah. Where we flex our nipples. So
on that note, all right, man. You take it easy. I'll holler. Peace.